Welcome to the return of Shatner-WEEN, where I'll be reviewing one William Shatner starring horror project every Friday, culminating in a very special episode on Halloween Day. Up first is Incubus from 1966. William Shatner made this film just before being cast as Captain James T. Kirk on Star Trek. It's been described as a sort of art house horror film, which was filmed entirely in Esperanto, a language created in 1887 and derived from different European languages as a way of fostering understanding between people throughout the world. A little weird, right? And sure to turn some people off, but don't let it. Incubus opens over creepy illustrations with an eerie score. It sets a nice tone and reveals that the film was written and directed by Leslie Stevens, the creator of the legendary Outer Limits TV series. We begin in an ancient village on a mysterious island. There's a deer well with water known to have healing powers. Now apparently this place is a searching ground for demons due to it attracting vain and corrupt people. The demons manifest themselves as beautiful women who lure souls to the devil. We meet one such succubus, Kia, as she lures a creep away from the deer well. He follows her down to the beach, drunk and sick, and she promptly drowns him, delivering his soul to Satan. But she grows bored luring evil and ugly souls into the pit, as she says. She wants a challenge, and mentions this to her sister. Kia wants to be able to lure a good man to hell, someone pure and noble, free of taint and without a hint of corruption. So she, of course, sets her sights on the man himself. Shatner plays Mark, a wounded soldier who lives nearby with his sister. He goes to the deer well, almost as a goof, to drink from it and heal his war wounds. Kia watches from a distance and is immediately enamored with him, and follows Shatner and his sister back to their cottage. She pretends to be lost, and even though she's an evil being, she just cannot resist Shatner's charm and charisma. So Kia says she has to find her way back, and Shatner offers to go with her and make sure she gets back safely. On the way, they continue to bond, and Kia is unsuccessful at luring Shatner to his death, but she experiences his goodness and love, and when Shatner takes her to a church, she immediately attacks him. Kia goes to her sister, who proclaims that Kia has been ravaged by love, and it's time to destroy Shatner and defile his very soul. So they summon an incubus, a male demon, in a great scene where he rises from the dirt, zombie style. The incubus goes out into the night to target Shatner's sister as Kia is torn between her developing feelings for Shatner and her loyalty to evil. Holy crap, this is one crazy movie. Visually, it's beautiful. We've got many amazing shots, moody lighting, and unique camera angles. The storyline, although slowly paced, hooks you right away. This film seemed very ahead of its time with a lot of the subject matter and situations. The low budget doesn't hinder the movie at all, but actually enhances it. And look no further than the scene where Satan appears. A dark, ominous shape. This is far more terrifying than anything millions of dollars could buy. Acting is fantastic all around, with Shatner himself really carrying the film. You really care for his character here, and the developing relationship between he and Kia is very powerful. But everyone is great. There isn't a weak link here. The movie was genuinely creepy and disturbing at times. I was pretty surprised, as I hadn't seen this movie since I was a kid, and honestly didn't remember a whole lot about it. Probably the biggest issue is the Esperanto language being used. This wasn't dubbed. The actors are actually speaking this language. And I can't help but feel that the film would have been even more powerful and effective if you didn't have to rely on subtitles. Now, I don't really mind them myself, but it's going to be a barrier for a lot of people, unfortunately, and I think that's too bad because this film deserves to be seen, especially considering the fact that it's got a young Shatner kicking ass and fighting evil. Take that, you Incubus scum! Unfortunately, a lot of behind-the-scenes tragedy marked the film. Shatner actually mentioned on an audio commentary track that the production angered a local, and this person actually put a curse on the film. What's creepy is that the guy who played the Incubus would end up murdering a woman and killing himself not long after production wrapped. The woman who played Shatner's sister ended up taking her life shortly after, and another actress's daughter was kidnapped and killed after this film was made. Very sad and tragic all around. But even still, check out this film if you haven't seen it already. It's well worth seeing, and Arrow Video recently put out a beautiful special edition. Well, That does it for this episode of Shatner-WEEN. Join me next week when I take a look at a more recent Shatner horror film with a Star Trek connection that I've never even seen before. Stay tuned for more Shatner-WEEN.